Welcome to After Dark Stories. Tonight we travel to the ancient lands of Lithuania, where a single dream gave birth to a city, and a nightmare forged its spirit in iron. They call it the Iron Wolf of Vilnius, a creature of prophecy, a guardian, or perhaps something far darker. Long ago, in the vast whispering forests of 14th century Lithuania, Grand Duke Gediminas, a powerful and revered leader, set out on a grand hunt. The air was crisp, filled with the scent of pine and damp earth. After a long and successful day-tracking game through the dense wilderness, he and his weary retinue made camp. They chose a sacred hill overlooking the confluence of the Vilnia and Neris rivers, a place known for its potent energy. As twilight bled into night, the Duke, exhausted from the day's exertions, fell into a deep, profound sleep beneath the silver light of a full moon. And in that sleep, a vision came to him. It was no ordinary dream. Standing before him on that very same hill was a creature of impossible form, a massive wolf, but not of flesh and blood. Its body was forged from gleaming dark iron, its muscles like plates of ancient armor. Its eyes burned with the intensity of molten fire, casting an orange glow upon the dreamscape. And then it raised its metallic head to the sky and let out a howl. It was a sound unlike any other, not the cry of an animal, but the deafening, echoing roar of 1,000 forges, a sound that seemed to shake the very foundations of the heavens and reverberate through time itself. Gediminas awoke with a start, his heart pounding in his chest, the phantom howl still ringing in his ears. The dream felt too real, too significant to be a mere fantasy of a tired mind. Trembling, he immediately summoned his most trusted advisor, the high pagan priest, Lizdika. The priest, a man deeply attuned to the signs and portents of the old gods, listened intently as the Duke recounted every detail of the vision, the iron body, the fiery eyes, the world-shaking howl. When the Duke finished, Lizdika bowed his head in reverence. "This was no dream, my lord," he said, his voice low and certain. "It was a prophecy. The Iron Wolf is a sign from the gods. It calls for you to build a city on this very hill, a great and mighty capital. Its fame and power will echo across the world, just as the wolf's howl echoed through your dream." And so, following the priest's interpretation, Gediminas laid the first stones. Upon that sacred hill, the city of Vilnius was born, destined for greatness, its foundation rooted in the vision of a mythical beast. Centuries rolled by like the rivers below. Vilnius flourished, growing from a wooden fortress into a magnificent city of stone and brick. Its towers scraped the sky. Its cobblestone streets bustled with merchants, scholars, and soldiers from across the world. The city became a beacon of culture and power in Eastern Europe. But as Vilnius grew, so did the shadows in its forgotten corners. Progress has a way of disturbing ancient things. The whispers began slowly at first, shared in hushed tones in taverns and marketplaces. Locals living near the old castle ruins on the hill started hearing things in the dead of night. A strange metallic howl, carried on the wind, echoing through the narrow alleyways. They said it was most prominent during fierce storms, when lightning illuminated the ancient stones and thunder shook the ground. Some swore they saw more than just shadows. On foggy nights they claimed a colossal, dark figure could be seen pacing the ramparts of the old hilltop fortress, its eyes burning like distant embers in the mist. The fear grew when a pattern emerged. Each time the metallic howl was heard, or the fiery eyes were seen, disaster was not far behind. A devastating fire would sweep through a district. A sudden flood would claim lives along the river, or a prominent citizen would meet a sudden, unexplained end. The people began to believe the legend had twisted. The Iron Wolf, the divine founder of their city, had returned. But it was no longer a benevolent guardian of prophecy. It had become a spirit of vengeance, a grim protector of the sacred soil, rising to punish those who disturbed its slumber or disrespected the ancient land upon which the city was built. Even today, in our modern world of science and skepticism, the legend of the Iron Wolf endures. The whispers have not faded. They've simply adapted. People who climb to the top of Gediminas Tower, the last remaining part of the old castle, claim to hear it on windy nights. It's a low, grinding howl, a sound that seems to rise from the very earth beneath their feet. Tourists and paranormal investigators have captured strange audio recordings in the area bizarre. scraping sound that echoes unnaturally, like massive plates of iron grinding against ancient stone. It's followed by what sounds like soft, mechanical breathing. Skeptics will tell you it's just the wind whistling through the old brickwork or the distant sounds of the city below. But for those who have heard it, for those who have felt the cold dread on that historic hill, it is something more. Is it simply a trick of the wind, an echo of a forgotten tale? Or is the Iron Wolf, the soul of the city, still awake? Is it still pacing its ancient domain, a slumbering guardian watching over the dream that built a nation? Its iron heart still beating deep beneath the earth. Every country hides its own legends. It's whispers that crawl through the dark, waiting for the right moment to be told. So now I will ask you, what is your country's darkest story? What urban legend haunts your nights? Tell me in the comments below, and maybe your story will be the next one we tell.